The Sopranos definitely became an audience favorite, but other gang-themed shows like Animal Kingdom also deserve love. Stories about hoodlums are always fascinating, hence the reason dramas like The Sopranos and Peaky Blinders went on to be some of the greatest ever TV offerings. These shows not only had antiheroes that made fans understand their perspectives, but also found a way to make the chaotic world of crime relatable to the average viewer. However, there are a couple of other gangster shows that remain underrated despite being equally good, if not better. These TV projects have neither received multiple accolades nor benefited from any form of virality but are strongly appreciated by professional critics and the few fans that have watched them. Number 10. Gangs of London, 2020, present. Stream on AMC+. Gangs of London has multiple strengths, but its major appeal lies in the fight sequences, which achieve a perfect balance between sensibility and theatricality. That's hardly a surprise since it was created by Gareth Evans, best known for the Raid film series. The British series also features some familiar names, notably Colm Meaney from Star Trek and Joe Cole, best known for his role as John Shelby in Peaky Blinders. The story mostly revolves around the underworld wars happening in London. By featuring gangs of different ethnicities, the series establishes itself as one of the best video game adaptations. This is because players in the 2006 PSP project can also pick one multicultural criminal faction to play with. As for the show's gore, it gets too intense at times, but that's something fans of gangster shows will easily bear with. Number 9. Godfather of Harlem, 2019, present. Stream on MGM+. Godfather of Harlem's title is a little misleading, as it isn't just about Bumpy Johnson, the black Harlem mob boss who took on the Gambino and Colombo crime families in the 60s and 70s. It's also a biographical tale about civil rights leader Malcolm X, though the series avoids telling his complete life story and only focuses on events tied to his close friendship with Bumpy. Overall, the FX series never has a dull moment because it has Forest Whitaker in the lead role. The actor brings the same magic he did in some of his Oscar-nominated roles. Most importantly, there is a rotating list of villains, which results in the threat level always being high and the tension never ceasing in each episode. Number 8. Tulsa King, 2022. Stream on Paramount+. Sylvester Stallone will forever be known as one of the most appreciated action stars of all time, but in Tulsa King, he takes a more laid-back approach, avoiding the constant punching and kicking. Here, he is a newly paroled mob capo who is trying to build himself a new empire in Tulsa, California. Stallone's character, Dwight the General Manfredi, is more about plotting the demise of his enemies and coming up with business ideas, which makes him very likable compared to the actor's other one-dimensional characters. On top of that, the small-town setting helps the show feel more grounded since there are select locations where the events take place. Number 7. Your Honor, 2020 to 2023. Stream on Hulu. Your Honor could be mistaken for a legal drama, but it's a gangster show. In it, the genesis of the chaos is the decision by New Orleans judge, Michael Desiato, to cover up his son's hit-and-run incident. It later emerges that the victim was the son of a mob boss. While some of the subplots are weak, the performances are all impressive. Known for giving one of the best TV drama performances, courtesy of his work in Breaking Bad, Bryan Cranston heavily models Michael Desiato after Walter White. The judge is as frantic as the famed fictional drug dealer, and he constantly improvises on the go, leaving fans awed by his intelligence. Number 6. Gomorrah, 2014 to 2021. Stream on Amazon Prime Video. Authors rarely write a book and manage to go on to helm the television adaptation, but Robert Saviano did just that with Gomorrah. This turned out to be a good thing since the show, which follows Camorra crime family member, Ciro Marzio, has the same detailed characterization and pacing as the book. Just as the book's descriptions focus on little things such as facial features and reactions, the camera also dwells on them. Additionally, gang life is portrayed in a less glamorous manner. There are no lush settings and fancy suits. Instead, the action takes place in filthy streets, which always seem poorly lit. There are no moral characters either. Everyone succumbs to temptation or engages in malice at some point, which is a bit sad but realistic. Number 5. Warrior, 2019, present. Stream on HBO Max. The martial arts genre has been neglected in Hollywood in recent decades, but a few shows have kept it alive. One of those is Warrior, which takes viewers back to 1870s Francisco at the height of the Tong Wars. At the center of the proceedings is Ah Sam, who gets to take on several gangs as he searches for his lost sister. Warrior's quality is unmatched thanks to the brains behind it. It is executive produced by Bruce Lee's daughter, Shannon Lee, as well as Fast and Furious director Justin Lin and Jonathan Trooper, best known for Banshee. What fans will appreciate the most is how the conflicts make a lot of sense and aren't forced for fight scenes. And when the fights happen, they match and sometimes surpass what's on offer in some of the greatest martial arts movies. Number 4. 000, 2020. Stream on Amazon Prime Video. 000 covers an area that most gangster projects often leave out, and that's how illegal products move from one place to the next. The series reveals how complex the journey is, especially when drugs are involved. Everyone from the military to politicians needs to be paid off, and since greed is a guarantee, it's never easy to satisfy every mouth. The Linwood family, which controls the shipping company that connects Mexican cartels and the Italian mafia, is shown to have the same kind of business acumen that owners of Fortune 500 companies possess. The infighting thus plays out beautifully in the boardrooms as much as it does in the streets. Number 3. Animal Kingdom, 2016 to 2022. Stream on Netflix. Yet another show with a misleading title, Animal Kingdom, presents a small-scale crime story that focuses on a gangster family based in Oceanside, California. As the heists are organized and carried out, several disagreements pop up, resulting in plenty of interesting rivalries. The characters are all intriguing, with the matriarch, Janine Smith Cody, standing out as the most interesting to follow yet the easiest to root against. Most of the non-crime subplots are also quite fascinating. Apart from serving the purpose of humanizing the characters, they put some of them on the path to redemption. Number 2. If you are still watching, please subscribe as we need more audience to grow, thank you. Narcos Mexico, 2018 to 2021. Stream on Netflix. No other drug lord has managed to achieve the same level of notoriety as Pablo Escobar, so it's somehow understandable that most fans tuned out of the Narcos franchise after his story ended. Even so, the spin-off, Narcos Mexico, is just as good. The series' antiheroes, such as the Guadalajara cartel boss Miguel Ángel Felix Gallardo and the sky-loving Amado Carlo Fuentes, have different approaches to Escobar, but they all prove themselves as better and more cautious businessmen. Extreme violence is also maintained throughout the show, but it never gets in the way of the story, which has all the details necessary for those unfamiliar with the actual history. Number 1. Mayans MC, 2018, present. Stream on Hulu. It's unfortunate that Mayans MC hasn't become as popular as Sons of Anarchy since the show gives double doses of everything that made the parent series great. There are more bike chases, more shootouts, more gang deals, and more bloodthirsty villains. The FX series also includes a couple of characters from the original series as fan service, but makes sure to construct its own independent plot. In addition to that, there are plenty of minority characters, compared to other gangster projects, and they are all inserted into storylines that fit their culture.